Mr. Ritenburg to say a few words because he's got all the recordings that he's got. How did you find all this old neat stuff, including this neat transition from 680 to 1570 that took place 45 years ago tonight?
Well, one of the gentlemen that gave me a lot of this stuff is right here in the audience, Wayne Mounier, which we remember as Bobby Steele. Give him a big hand. Anyways, a long time ago, an old other radio buddy of mine, Grant Allen, that used to work at CKSL, and I think I don't know if he worked at CHLO or not, but he was at CKSL, right? He looked up Wayne, and we asked him if he had any archives left, and he did. And he's given us some wonderful stuff. I've got some of his shows from 1968. Let's get it on the line of fire here. There we go, that'll sound better. And so I got him from Wayne, along with the fact that I've also worked with J. Robert Wood, who was the program director of CHLO from, I guess, 1966 to 68. And he's the guy that basically coined the giant in the big country, if you remember that. And that's when it really picked up, because he was coming out of CKY Winnipeg, which was a pretty high energy radio station, and did quite well with that, and then was recognized by Chum, and was taking control of Chum until about 1984, and made that a successful radio station in Toronto. So J. Robert Wood, another big hand in the archive for CHLO, along with a guy named Tom Connard, who is an American air check aficionado in Chicago, or Wildwood, Wisconsin, I think actually is where he really was. He had air checks of everything, and he just happened to have an amazing board air check of CHLO from 1971, which we can play later on if people are interested in hearing that. And then just people I know. I mean, there's people that basically recorded CHLO, and I've got a wide group of people that I deal with in the industry. I work with the Chum Archives in Toronto right now, and it's been quite a ride for me, because I've loved CHLO. I grew up in London. That was my holy grail radio station, you know, along with CKLW. I'm sure people remember that. The Big 8 and Chum. And then there's CJBK, CKSL up the dial a few years later. But CHLO is where it all started in this neighborhood here. And they were one of the best. For a little 1,000-watt station, I mean, it really kicked ass. It went places. You could get it in the States. You could get it everywhere. 1570, on the other hand, was, well, it had its good and bad points. I mean, it had 10 times the power. It had more towers, and it really did have a strong signal right here in St. Thomas. But it really didn't do too well against the swinging 68 signal. But it was heard in places like New Zealand. And I heard it myself in Calgary, Alberta. I've got a tape of that somewhere where I actually recorded CHLO in Calgary in 1971. And I think this hour's most requested song was Take Me Home Country Roads, if you remember that. And that was outside of Calgary I picked it up. And I was just like, wow, because it did have a good nighttime signal when you went in the right direction. So CHLO already, you know, had its fame with 1570 in that regard. And it